Hello, Arcadia staff. I just completed filming another COVID-19 update with Ryan Ferran, and I hope you have a moment to take a look at it and ensure that you have all of the latest information that we have, specifically pertaining to how it impacts our organization, our district, and teaching and learning. When I completed that filming, I realized that there were some more thoughts that I had that I wanted to share specifically with staff. And I hope to be brief. First and foremost, as always, I hope that this message finds you and your family safe and healthy during this difficult time. Just recently, 2 days ago, was watching along with so many Americans our national memorial service honoring the lives lost to COVID-19. And as I was watching that, there was the realization that over 400,000 lives lost number isn't a number that's somewhere out there. It's a very real number, and it has impacted our community in Arcadia. We have students, we have parents, and staff that have lost loved ones during this difficult time. And I want you to know that our hearts are with you. We continue to think about you. And I want to encourage all of us to continue to reach out to our colleagues and offer that support where possible. During normal times, some of this is very obvious, and the pain and the struggle and the grieving is in front of us. But during this time where we're all doing our part to be at home and to try to minimize the spread of COVID-19, so many people are struggling in isolation. And I want you to know that we're with you and encourage all of us to continue to reach out and support our colleagues. Secondly, I want to celebrate with you a decision that we made collectively at the beginning of this lockdown, once we knew it was going to be an extended lockdown. And that decision was to err on the side of consistency and stability. And when I say that, what I mean is to try to minimize the distraction of getting caught up in every week trying to predict and control something that we don't always control. And that is when we are allowed to come back in a safe and orderly manner by the health department. So it would be easy to constantly be discussing and planning and having meeting after meeting, including staff, to talk about, okay, now this is the new requirement. How are we going to, what schedule are we going to use next week if we're able to come back? And all of that would be distracting and is very distracting to our primary focus of teaching and learning right now for our students that don't get a do-over for this year. And so I know it's been frustrating at times. But regardless of where we thought we would be, the fact is right now with the peaks in LA County, we have been directed to shut down all in-person teaching and learning. So even if we had made all those plans to come back, we wouldn't be back right now. And it just would have been that whiplash back and forth. So I appreciate your patience. And I know that it is frustrating. We feel it. I wake up every day looking forward to that day that I can talk about us being back in person, face to face. And the last thing I want to share is some powerful words that I recently heard that filled me with hope. And I hope it provides you a little hope during this time as well. And that's by our First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden. And her words were this, quote, "I promised you would always have a seat at the table, and I meant it." And this is as she was speaking to our leaders of our teachers union at a national level. She says this, "Educators, this is our moment because we know how to turn chaos into something beautiful. We do it every day in our classrooms." And although she's speaking specifically to teachers, I'm going to extend that to all of our staff that support that magic that happens in our classrooms. Those words, at a time that we very much needed in this nation, were inspiring for me and so many people. And although we're still in the middle of the COVID-19 and a lot of struggle and a lot of pain, there's a lot of hope. There's light. And you have been running this marathon. The big ask of you by the board and by administration when this started was do what you can with what you have. And there's a high level of trust in allowing you to do that and knowing that confidence that you are. And it's been extraordinary. It's been nothing short of miraculous. Day in and day out, what you are doing to support teaching and learning and our students and the social emotional health of our students and our families during this difficult time. And we can see the light. The end of this is near. We have a number of new vaccination companies coming out with approved vaccines. Our vaccination facilities across LA County are scaling up. They're adding 5 new next week. And I really look forward to that day that we are given the green light to return in person. So thank you on behalf of our school board and everything for everything you're doing. Your work is valuable, your work is meaningful, and it is appreciated by everyone in this community. So continue on, continue to be awesome. We appreciate you. And I look forward soon to that day that we are back face to face. Thank you.